Guys, welcome back to DeFi, Degens, Drip, and Farm for Poverty, where on this channel, our vision is to empower the impoverished by helping you find financial freedom through crypto assets. Please subscribe and leave a comment and a thumbs up. Hey guys, welcome back. DeFi, Degens, Drip, and Farm for Poverty. So undoubtedly, I know you guys have already seen all the information on this BSC article, so I'm not going to bore you with the details of the article. I'm sure you have read it, and if not, by all means, check out any of the other YouTubers, because I'm not going to be going down that rabbit hole to give you information you probably already know. As you guys know, I try to give you stuff you may not be aware of, so I'm going to point out two things in here that you probably know but may have missed, and then something even more importantly that I feel like is bigger than this in regards to the macro of how this actually plays out with BSC. So first, just one highlight that I had in here, and everybody already knows this, but it was good to see it in black and white. And it was Forex mentioning about the fees being generated when you get in and out of the pools and farms on the animal farm. So remember, there's 2 to 3% for deposits and withdrawals, and that is where these BUSD rewards come in. As of right now, the rewards are minuscule. It has been not anything to get excited about, but that's because the farm is paused and there's no volume or no transactions going on. But remember, once the farm is fully online, like he says here, 90% of the fees will go towards the pig pen holders. So that is a lot of BUSD rewards and dividends coming to that pig pen, which is why people were jumping into the pig pen and trying to increase their position. And we saw after this sell-off that it started to kind of come back up now already. And there's still a little bit of selling off, but we went down to the bottom at 57, and now we're sitting around the 80s. So people understand the importance of pigs. We are a far cry from where we launched at, but indeed going in the right direction. So that's really, really cool to see and understand how that's going to play. And then one other thing about the dog token, remember there's going to be the 90% tax, which he's talked about coming right out the gate. And you can get that all the way down to 3% with the auto compounding and staking the single dog asset pool, blah, 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 blah. But what I wanted to show, again, something that I didn't think about doing the math, but right here, he mentions if you use auto compounding in less than 3 months, your tax will be reduced to 6%. So remember, this is a way for him to keep people from just dumping dogs in the market, because we were allowed to earn those dogs while the farm was paused, and then we turned them in, and now he's going to give them to us. So if you are looking at an opportunity to buy into dogs or increase your position, or you're speculating of when this can pump, we can take a look at exactly what happened with the pigs token. So we saw continual sell-off until about the 50-day mark. Remember, there was 2% per day. And then all of a sudden people started buying back in, maybe because they thought that they would be able to kind of arbitrage that opportunity. Then they sold off again and started to pump. So we can probably look at seeing something similar, but a lot slower due to the 90% tax on the dogs. And as that decreases over time, you can look at people kind of peeling dogs off like this. And then based on the math, he said in 3 months, you'll be at your 6% tax. So at that stage, you could see a huge buy, or I'm not sure, buy the rumor, sell the news kind of opportunity. I'm not sure what would happen, but a 90-day mark on your calendar might be something good to look at. Reference again the same thing that happened with the pigs token. So just speculating there, that I thought that would be kind of interesting. Now, the real news that I wanted to jump into is actually not this article at all. It was down here. Regulation. Binance gets preliminary license to operate in Kazakhstan. And why is that huge? Because Binance is like the leader in crypto right now. They are just taking the global world by storm and getting authorization in multiple other countries, whereas Coinbase is like pretty much top heavy in the US. So let's look at some stats. 28.6 million users in Binance and 13.3 million on Coinbase, literally a 2x, and they cover pretty much the rest of the world currencies. Coinbase does cover like euro and stuff like that, I've seen,
So it may not be updated, but Binance, the clear winner by default with that. One other cool chart that I saw, 18, what is that, billion? Yeah, million, billion, 18 billion and 2 billion, a 9x in volume every on 24-hour period. That is crazy. And then 17 million weekly visits versus 1.5 million. So Binance is taking the crypto industry by the horns and pretty much onboarding or orange pilling everybody. Why is that important? Why? Because we are tied to BNB and we are tied to Binance. So the more people that come into Binance, the more people that have an opportunity to get exposed to information like the news on BSC or the BSC Twitter or anything else. And then, of course, more eyeballs, about the S adoption curve, all that stuff I talked about. So this gives us a better opportunity to have our project, not only withstand the test of time because it's tied to the most aggressive exchange out there, but it will also be onboarding the bulk of the users. Therefore, they will have the deepest liquidity, deepest pockets, most able to grow exponentially, and a strong supportive community in multiple countries. So if you're in Kazakhstan, this might be an opportunity for you to start a YouTube channel on Drip. I don't know, but it's crazy to see the difference between these two exchanges. Like I had no idea it was that vast. So I thought that was awesome. And then just to see the number of currencies they support. So this just means more opportunity for drip communities as well, again, because it's all tied to BNB. Binance doesn't do so well in the US because there's a watered down version of Binance operating in the US, but Coinbase is the #1 platform there. But that's just another reason why I just can't stand the politics of the US and how they try to, control the entire world. But glad to see CZ, the CEO of Binance, like taking up an active role to be like, screw that, we're going to charge forward. So I thought that was super important. So I don't know how this will shape up, but the fact that more and more countries are getting onboarded and using Binance, and Binance has a suite of tools on their decks in regards to trading tools, even NFT marketplace, like they're crushing it. So the more marketing and stuff that Forex is going to be doing, these are more new people, and that means any of you content creators out there will be able to share this information with other people, especially if you speak multiple languages. So I thought that was the news within the news because it was an article literally same day, I think. So keep that in mind. And something else about Vietnam, but that's not onboarding in Vietnam. So anyway, that is it for that. So don't forget to continue to support the No Sell August campaign. We're at the middle of the month. We should be getting some kind of announcement from Forex. I did bring that up to look at that in the Telegram. So just recap on that. Remember, he mentioned that the date we chose extremely conservative, but as stated above, it will be by the end of the month. So we are approaching that. And then previously, he mentioned about the BSC article on the 10th, and we got the article out on the 18th. So these all did come to pass. So we can hold him to this as well. I believe we will hear something definitely by the end of next week, and that should mark the bottom of our cycle, because it doesn't make any sense for us to continue to sell off if more people are getting exposure to drip, as you just saw with people coming into BSC, and who knows who Forex is lined up. So super excited about that. All right, No Sell August, scavenger hunt coming up shortly, and continue to like and subscribe. Please help me continue to grow this channel, especially if you like my style and the deep dives and the macro approach to your content delivery. So until next time, lift daily and achieve your impossible. See you guys.